Wala pa yung iba. Good evening din, Mr. Bagundang. Sir, pa-add lang po sa GCR. Wala pa ba na-add? Na-add ko na kayo, check nyo lang. Wala pa ba? I-add ko kayo kanina. Sige lang. Anyways, pag-isabihan yung iba, mag-start na tayo. Okay, so quick recap lang. Last meeting, we had our discussion. We started with our discussion on the design specifications and analysis of members' intention. So now let's try to solve some sample problems para ma-put into application natin yung mga concepts na nabanggit natin last meeting. Okay. So we have here, sabayan niyo ako mag-solve para is someone raising their hand o nag-hallucinate lang ako? Okay, wala naman. Okay, so okay, so for our first sample problem, we have here a 300 mm by 12 mm plate, as shown in the figure, is fastened using 16 mm diameter bolts, given yung standard nominal diameter, 17 mm. A36 steel is used with Fy is equal to 248 MPa and Fu is equal to 400 MPa. So 248, this is grade 36. Grade 36 steel. A36. So A36 steel, anong A36 dito? Itong A36, this actually refers doon sa plate. Okay. Yung bolt, hindi nabanggit yung specification ng bolt. Pero hindi naman kasi natin kailangan yung strength ng bolts. Pero if ever nasa shear na tayo, nasa bearing na tayo, magmamatter na yung strength ni bolts, dapat mabanggit na sa problem kung ano yung property ni bolts. No? A325 ba? Mga ganun. So A36 yung ginamit na steel doon sa plate. Given yung dimensions, given din yung spacing ng bolt, meron tayong tatlong bolts dito na nakastaggered. Okay, so where is the force P? Hindi nabanggit sa problem, but it is actually right, left. Hindi makatayo yung right, left, right, left. Ang hirap niyang pasayahin. Wait lang ah. Gusto ko lang makasigurado. Kasi magkaiba, if the force is, same lang naman sila, pero magmamatter siya if, okay, tama din. Sa right. Okay. Ayan. So this will be the direction of the force. Okay, so how do we solve this? Ay, gabi, hanggang ngayon may tumatawa pa. Plus points, mga ganyan. Gusto ko yan. I like that. Okay, so given lahat ng dimensions, given din yung diameter ng bolts, spacing, etc. Itong 40 dito, class, ito yung tinatawag nating pitch. If you can still recall last meeting, meron tayong S, yan na yung S, yung 48. And then meron tayong transverse distance, yung 75, yung vertical. So yung horizontal, yan yung tinatawag nating, ang tawag natin dyan, pitch, no? S, or variable S. And then ito naman yung variable G, which is the vertical distance. Okay, so ang tanong dito is, ang galing, walang tanong. Yan ang gusto ko. Wait lang, lagyan natin ng tanong. Compute for the design strength of the section. Okay, let's calculate the design strength of the section. Ngayon, pag mag-compute tayo ng design strength, dalawa yung i-compute natin. Bakit? Meron tayong gross, meron tayong effective area. So we have to solve yung capacity niya sa gross and yung capacity niya sa effective. Let's start with the gross kasi mas madali yun. Okay, tawagin natin siyang yielding of the gross area. Ito na yung tatawag natin sa kanya. So when it comes to yielding of the gross area, isasolve natin syempre yung kanyang nominal capacity, which is equal to FYAG. Okay. Again, ano yung FY? FY refers to the yield strength of the steel. No? Yan yung yield strength ng steel. And then FU naman is the ultimate strength of the steel. Now, we have the FY already. That is 248 megapascals. And we have the AG or yung gross area natin. Though wala tayong gross area na figure, pero given kasi yung dimension niya. So ano yung gross area natin dito? If ma-recall pa last meeting, ano magiging gross area natin? Anybody? Okay, the width times thickness. Or that will be the total width. That's 300 multiplied by 12. So lagyan na natin dito 300 mm by 12 mm. Okay. So we have 248 times 300 times 12. That will be 892,800. Ano magiging unit niya? Ang MPa, this is in newtons per square millimeters. Magmumultiply tayo ng square millimeters. So magiging Rn natin is actually a force. No? Ito yung Rn natin. That is actually a force. Ang unit ng force natin is magiging newtons. Ngayon, para ma-reduce natin or mapaliit natin yung significant figures, gagawin na lang natin kilonewtons. So that will be by dividing the answer by 1,000. So this is 892.8 kilonewtons. Okay. Now, this is not yet our final answer. Bakit man? Kasi this is just yielding of the gross area. Wala pa tayo sa yielding or yung failure ng ating net area. Okay. So, to solve for the failure ng net area natin, we have to consider na tatama na yung failure natin doon sa ating mga bolts. Ngayon, ito lang yung issue natin when it comes to solving the capacity based on yielding of the net area. Ang dami nating pwedeng masolve. Okay? Bakit ang dami nating pwedeng masolve? Pwede kasi na ang failure natin is like this. Okay. Yan yung magiging failure natin. So, pag yan yung failure natin, magiging ganito yung detached part. Okay? So, andito yung force P natin, Rn. Ganyan yung magiging itsura niya. That is one failure. Ano yung isa pang failure? Pwede na yung path ng failure natin is ganito. Mag-crack siya pa ganito, mag-stagger siya dito, and then mag-straight siya dito. That is another one. And then nandito yung ating nominal capacity. That is another one. May isa pang pwede. Ano yung isa pang pwede? Dalawa yung stagger natin. Okay? So pag dalawa na yan, ano magiging tsura ng failure natin? Magiging ganyan na siya. Okay? So magiging ganun siya. Now, sir, do we need to solve yung tatlong setup na yan? Kasi magkaiba ng sagot yan, di ba? Hindi mo yan masolve ng isahan. Magkakaroon ka ng tatlong tries. Kailangan ba namin isolve lahat yan? Yes or no? Yes or no? Pagtanong ka pa. Pwedeng yes, pwedeng no. Bakit pwedeng yes, pwedeng no? Yes, if gusto nyo makasigurado. Or like, yes, if gusto nyo ma-secure na tama yung magiging final answer ninyo. No, you don't need to solve the three cases if alam nyo na saan dyan yung mananalo sa tatlo. Okay, alin ba dyan yung mananalo sa tatlo? When we are talking about capacity, ibig sabihin nun, yung kakayanin ng ating material. If your capacity is larger, ibig sabihin nun, mag-fail siya dun sa smaller. For short, ang pipiliin natin dapat na capacity is the smallest value. Kahit pa ang itanong dito is compute for the largest tensile strength of the section, ang ginamin lang doon is the smallest among all the values. Let's say for example, for this one, pag-calculate natin, for example lang ang lumabas na capacity niya is 4,000. Dito, ang lumabas na capacity niya is 4,100. Dito, ang lumabas na capacity niya 3,900. Kunyari lang. Anong mananalo dyan? ang pipiliin mo dapat dyan na capacity niya is this one, the smallest value. Kasi if ito ang i-declare mo, ang capacity niya, then magfe-fail siya dito na hindi mo na-check. Diba? Kasi hindi pala kaya yan nung ganitong failure pattern sa letter C or root ng failure sa letter C. Okay? So, that's your hint. If you are able to determine the smallest value, then mas madalian ka. Hindi mo na kailangan i-try. For this example, let's just try to solve all of the three cases. Then compare natin. Okay. So, we will call this yielding of the net area or yung ating effective area. Net area is similar halos sa effective area except lang sa fact na si effective area is minimultiplyan lang natin ng shear log factor. Yung shear log factor, kung ma-recall nyo yung table last meeting, doon yung basis natin for shear log factor. But since we are dealing with plates, kasi plate ito, automatically shear log factor natin will be 1. So hindi natin problema si shear log factor. But if iba yung cross-section natin, like channels, unequal angles, equal leg angles, hollow structural steel, whatsoever, then we will be checking doon sa table yung magiging shear log factor natin. Let's discuss more on the shear log factor if umabot na tayo sa point na kailangan na natin i-check. But since plate lang yung pinag-uusapan natin, automatically, shear log factor natin is equal to 1. Now, first failure natin is, wait lang, ito pala. Can we consider this as pattern ng failure natin? The answer is no. Hindi natin pwedeng i-consider ito. Bakit man? Pag pinutol natin yan at gidrawing natin yung magiging detached part natin, ayan, may bolt na kasama na buo. Hindi pwede yun. Kasi magre-resist yan. Tutulong siya sa pag-resist. So, you have to recalculate yung Rn ninyo. You have to consider that. And that will be larger value na. So, hindi na siya mag-govern. Okay? So, you have to make sure na yung mga pattern ninyo is walang bolt na may iwan or kasama doon sa detached section. Okay. So, clarification. So, first failure pattern natin will be this one. Okay. We already have yung ating nominal dimension ng ating bolt, that is 17 mm. So yung ating effective is 17 plus 2, that will be 19 millimeters. So kung 19 millimeters yung ating effective, bakit sa 19? Kasi 17 plus 2. Okay. So if that's the case, we already have the effective diameter, compute na natin yung ating net area or yung ating A net. Yung ating A net, pwede natin gawin yung W times T minus blah blah blah, or we can just solve for net width and then i-multiply natin ng thickness. Another way yun. Similar lang din yun, pero another way siya. How do we solve for the net width? It is just the gross width, that is 300. Okay. Minus lang natin yung diameter na dadaanan natin. So, anong diameter yan? That will be 19. So, minus 19. So, ito na yung ating net width. Multiply na lang natin diretso ng thickness na 12 mm. Okay? So, may stagger? Wala. Wala pa. Kasi yung failure natin na pattern, hindi pa natin consider si stagger. So, we have 300 minus 19 times 12. And that is 3,372 square millimeters. Okay, so now that we already have this value, i-check natin dun sa maximum natin na value ng A net. AN max natin, according to the code, is 0.85 of the gross area. So what is this? 0.85 of 300 by 12, so that is 3060. So, as you can notice, lumagpas tayo sa ating maximum value for AG. Nasusundan? Nagigets pa ako? Okay. Are there any questions so far? Wala pang questions? Okay. So, since yung AN natin dito is greater than our maximum value or maximum limit for AN, therefore, we have to use AN is equal to 3060. Bawal natin gamitin yung ating na-solve na value ni AN. Okay, so kapag na-exceed ninyo yung maximum value ni AN, then you have to use the maximum value instead of yung AN na na-compute ninyo. Okay. So since we are to use 3060 as our AN, we already have our shear lag factor na 1. So ibig sabihin yung AN natin, this will also be our AE. Okay? Yung ating effective area. So therefore, our Rn will be equal to, ilan yung magiging Rn natin? Fu, that is 400 multiplied by 3060. And this is equal to, divide lang natin ng 1,000. This will be 1,224 kilonewtons. Okay. Now, di nabanggit pala sa problem kung anong gamitin natin. Either ASD ba or LRFD. So we have to, kailangan mabanggit siya sa problem. Let's just make use of LRFD. Okay. So, di natin na-consider kanina. So, solve muna natin yung ating design strength. Now, bakit kailangan natin isolve muna yung design strength? Kasi kailangan ang i-compare natin yung ating magiging design capacity. Huwag itong mga reduction, huwag itong mga nominal capacity. Kasi mag-matter yung value ng reduction natin. Okay, for yielding of the gross area, ano yung magiging RU natin? This is reduction times Rn. And the reduction for yielding of gross area, according to the code, okay, according to the code, this is 0.90 times 892.8. This will be 803.52. Okay. This will now be our design capacity. Next, for this one, ang magiging design capacity natin or yung ating tinatawag na design strength is 0.75. So 0.75 multiplied by 1,224. This is 918. Okay, so hindi pa natin i-compare ito kasi this is just case 1 ng ating failure. We still have 2 more to consider. Okay, ano yung second root naman ng failure natin? Yung second root naman is this one. You have to consider, let's try to consider this one. So for this one, ang magbabago lang naman dito yung ating A net, di ba? Yung A net natin for this case will be 300 total width minus yung ating, okay, paano natin i-consider ito? Do we still have to, kasi siyempre baka isipin ninyo na tawag dito. Since hindi naman yung buong, hindi ko na lang ipa-complicate. Sa madaling salita, i-minus nyo lang diretso kung ilang bolts yung madadaanan, ilang holes yung madadaanan. So we will be subtracting 2. No? So we have 300 minus dalawang 19. That's the effective width or the nominal plus 2. Okay? And then, you have to multiply by the thickness. Okay, wait lang class. Okay, hello, hello. Naririnig? Okay, 300. Okay. Sandali, waitin natin. So yung net area natin, this will be net width, multiply natin ng thickness. So net width natin will be 300 or yung gross width natin, subtract natin kung ilang holes yung nadaanan natin. So that will be 2, 'di ba? Dalawa dun sa pattern natin. This is 1, this is 2. So minus twice ng 19. Okay, bakit 19? Kasi yan yung effective diameter natin, which is taken from 17 plus 2. Plus, okay, plus tayo nung stagger. Okay, ano yung stagger natin? That's S squared over 4G. So we have S natin, that's 40 squared over 40 squared over 4 times 75. Okay, so huwag nyo interchange. Ang S natin, that is the pitch. Ang G natin, yung vertical. So this is our net width. Multiply natin to diretso ng thickness. So we have the thickness is 12. Okay. So with that, ano yung magiging net width natin? That's 300 minus twice ng 19 plus 40 squared over 4 times 75 times 12. So that is 3,208. This is in square millimeters. So ilan yung ano natin? Maximum natin is 0.85 ng 300 by 12. Na-solve na natin kanina. That is 3060. And this is still greater than our maximum limit. Okay? So ibig sabihin, itong case 2 natin, ang gagamitin natin dito na AN is still 3060. Hindi natin magagamit si 3208. That is why it is very important na kapag plate yung isosolve nyo, i-check nyo parati kung yung inyong maximum na, ay kung ang inyong net area na na-compute is greater than yung maximum. Kasi magiging mali din yung sagot ninyo if mas malaki yung maximum. Okay, so if mas maliit sana yung maximum na net area, ang gagamitin natin is 3208. Kaso na-exceed niya yung 3060 or yung 3060 square millimeters. So we have to make use of this. So if that's the case, AN natin is 3060 or 3060. Ang effective area natin, that is U times 3060, that is still 3060. Masasolve na natin yung RN natin. That is FU 400 MP 400 MPa times 3060. Okay. So that is still the same dun sa kanina. That's 1,224 kilonewtons. Okay, so ang RU natin will still be the same. That is 918 kilonewtons. Ito pa rin yung magiging capacity natin if we are to follow yung root number 2. How about root number 3? For our root number 3, that is this one. So it will involve dalawang stagger na. Okay? So ano magiging net area natin dito? So we have the net width multiplied by the thickness. So net width natin, that is 300 minus tatlo, kasi tatling nadaanan natin, times the effective diameter, that is 19 or 17 plus 2, plus, mag-plus tayo ngayon ng S squared over 4G. Now, we have S squared over 4G dito, meron din tayong S squared over 4G dito. So, dalawang S squared over 4G sana yung i-add natin. Kaya lang, equal lang naman sila ng value, 40 over 75, 40 squared over 75 din. So, ang gagawin ko na lang is 40 squared over 4 times 75, multiply ko na lang ng 2. Para dalawang S squared over 4G pa rin. This is just the net width. Multiply pa natin to ng thickness, that is 12 millimeters. So, that is why yung net area natin will be 30 or 3,044. Double check. Okay, 3,044. Eh, yung maximum natin na AN is 3,060. So this is less than our AN max. So therefore, safe siya gamitin. So we will be using AN that is 3,044. So baka mamaya, pag try nyo ng case 1, nanalo si maximum net area. Pag check nyo ng case 2, nanalo din si or nag-govern din si maximum net area. Ay, hindi ko na i-check sa case 3 na baka magmali. No? So that is why, if hindi nyo sure kung alin ba sa tatlong cases yung may pinakamaliit na value, mas mabuti solve nyo na lang lahat ng cases na possible. No? So, kaya nito, 3,044 is smaller than yung maximum net area natin. So, we have to make use of this. So, if that's the case, our AN, which is also our AE, kasi nga yung U natin is 1, is 3,044 square millimeters. So, with this, we can now compute for our RN for case 3, that is FU 400 multiplied by AE 3,044. Divide lang natin ng 1,000. This is 1,217.6 kilonewtons. And yung RU natin is i-multiply lang natin to ng 0.75. That is the reduction coefficient for yielding of the net area. So that's 913.2 kilonewtons. Okay? So ngayon, i-compare natin yung mga values na nakuha natin kasi wala na tayong ibang failure pa na pattern or failure na root, yung root ng yielding natin. So with that, let's compare yung 3 values na nakuha natin. 1 for the yielding of the gross area and 2 for the yielding of the net area. So sa yielding of the gross area, yung design capacity natin is 803.52. Doon naman sa yielding of net area, meron tayong dalawang sagot. Yung isa is 918. Let me ano na lang, ayan. Ito, so 918 and 913. Ngayon, pipili tayo alin sa tatlo yung capacity niya. Kasi hindi naman pwede na dalawa yung sagot natin or tatlo yung sagot natin. Parang ganito, ilan ang kaya mong kargahing sako ng bigas? 5 or 6? Hindi, 5 or 10? Yun, 5 pati 10 kaya ko. So ano talaga yung capacity mo? Pangit ng sample ko. Pero parang ganun. Meron talaga siyang limit. Ngayon, pipiliin natin doon sa lahat ng values na na-compute natin yung magiging limit ng ating system or ng ating section. Ang clue natin is kasi hindi tayo naggamit ng inequality sign. If gumamit tayo ng inequality sign, magiging obvious sana. Pero if hindi tayo gumamit ng inequality sign, kagaya nito, nag-equal sign lang tayo, then we have to analyze. If yung gross area, ang kaya niya is 803, okay, si gross area, ang kaya niya is 803, si net area, sabi niya, ang kaya ko is 918 or 913. Alin sa tatlo yung capacity ng system natin? Okay, yung 803. No? Kasi even if kaya ni net area yung 918, pati 913, kung ang ilagay natin na load dito is 900 lang, kahit 900 lang, magfe-fail na yung gross area. So kumbaga, wala rin tong kwenta. Kung nag-fail na yung gross area, naputol na rin to dito. So aanhin pa natin yung capacity ni net. Parang ganun. So that is why we have to choose the smallest value. Kaya lang pangit kasi gamitin natin na keyword natin yung smallest. Kasi hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon, yung smallest ang pipiliin natin. It depends. It really depends doon sa tinatanong sa problem, hinahanap sa problem, sa the way the problem was constructed. No? So dito, ang ginanap kasi natin is design capacity. Pero if ang ginamit kasi natin dito is inequality sign, that is why I really like using inequality sign, pag may comparison, hindi na tayo mahihirapan. Ano bang mangyayari dito kung nag-inequality sign tayo? Instead na equal ito, equal pala talaga yan. Kasi formula yan eh. Instead na equal ito, this should be less than or equal. Yan, magiging less than or equal siya. So sasabihin agad ng system natin that RU should be less than or equal to 803.52. In the same case, doon sa net area natin, RU is less than or equal to 908 and RU is less than or equal to 903. So dapat less than siya ng 803 or equal to that value. Itong dalawang value na to is not less than 803, therefore, hindi na talaga sila mag-govern. So with that being said, ang ating final answer dito should be 803.52. Okay? So pag ang tinatanong is design strength of the section, you have to enclose one final answer only. Okay? So pag binax nyo lahat, mali. Okay? At least klaro ha, kasi pag mag-quiz tayo sa exam, kasi ganun ginagawa binabox lang lahat. Hindi naman iniintindi yung tanong. No? If ang tinatanong is design strength, you have to compare all the values, tapos piliin nyo, alin talaga doon yung design strength ng material. Okay. So in this problem, 803.52. That's it. Di ba madali lang? Okay. Nasusundan? Nasusundan ako? Nagigets pa so far? Lah, may nag-leave na agad. Sige lang, sanay naman akong iniiwan ako. Sino ba naman ako? Sige lang, sino yan siya? Iniiwan mo ako ha. Tatandaan ko yan. Sinaktan mo ako. Hindi ako dapat sinasaktan eh. Okay. Another sample problem. Let's try naman this time, hindi siya plate. Okay. So we have here a miscellaneous channel 300 by 67 is bolted as shown in the figure below. Okay, so may bolt. Nominal diameter is given 21 mm. Kung mapapansin nyo, the nominal diameter is always larger than the exact diameter ng ating, not bolt, hole, sorry. Okay ba yung bolt pati hole? So this one is nominal sige, gawin natin tong 23. Figure below on a 20 mm diameter. Ayan. Okay. So, yung hole is 20 mm, pero yung nominal hole is 21 mm. Okay. So, ang ating effective, that's 21 plus 2, that will be 23. Lagyan na natin dito. Effective natin is 21 plus 2, that will be 23 millimeters. Okay. Compute for the design tensile strength of the section. So if we have to compute for the design tensile strength, we have to consider the two types ng failure, no? The failure sa gross area and the failure sa net area. Okay. So let's start with the failure sa ating let's start with the failure sa gross area. Okay. Yielding of the gross area. Okay, for the yielding of the gross area, compute muna natin yung ating gross area. This is equal to, given. That's 8,250. Ayan. So check nyo rin yan. Baka compute ka ng area kasi channel siya. Given yung dimensions, compute nyo. Pero given pala siya. No? The area of the channel daw, the miscellaneous channel is 8,250 square millimeters. So this is now our AG. So masasolve na natin agad yung Rn natin. That is equal to Fy, anong grade ba? Grade 60 ulit, 248 MPa multiplied by 8,250 square millimeters. So yung Rn natin is, divide na lang natin ng 1,000 para maging kilonewtons. That's 2,046 kilonewtons. So yung Ru natin is just 0.9. Okay, hindi nabanggit. But let's just make use of LRFD for this one. Dagdag ko lang dito. Use LRFD. Okay. Magkaiba yung sagot class ha, if we are to use LRFD and if we are to use ASD. Magkaiba rin yung steps niya. Kaya lang, hindi na kasi natin pinagdaanan pa yung factored load, I mean, dito sa calculation natin na to, hindi natin pinagdaanan pa yung factor load. Hindi na natin kailangan pagdaanan. So, either LRFD or ASD, magiging same lang yung takbo ng solution natin. Magkaiba lang tayo ng gagamitin na reduction. Ganito na lang. Para ma-apply natin si ASD, ASD na lang tayo dito. Okay, let's just make use of ASD. Baka magtampo. Total, hindi ko naman nalagay sa problem. So let's just make use of ASD, yung allowable strength design. So if ASD ang gagamitin natin, instead na gagamit tayo ng reduction coefficient, we'll be using factor of safety. And ang factor of safety natin for gross area is 1.67. So gagawin natin is 2,046, divide lang natin ng factor of safety na 1.67 for gross area. So this will be 1225 or 1,225.15 kilonewtons. Okay, this is now our design capacity for yielding of the gross area. Okay, now lipat tayo sa net area. For yielding of the net area, okay, ang dami nating failure ulit. Okay, first failure pattern natin, though hindi na kalagay yung direction ng arrow, but the arrow should look like this. Okay. So, meron tayong isa. Okay? That's 1. Meron tayong 2, case 2. Okay? And meron tayong case 3, yung nakaganan pa. Okay. Alin ba yung may pinakamalaking chance na mag-govern? Ang mangyayari kasi, pag nagko-compute tayo ng net area, it is actually the gross width minus yung holes na tatamaan ng failure pattern natin plus S squared over 4G if may stagger. Ngayon, isipin nyo, kung isa lang yung i-minus ninyo, mas maliit lang yung mababawas sa gross area. Kung dalawa, mas malaki yung mababawas sa gross area. Mas lalo na kung tatlo. So that will be somehow a hint na ang mag-govern is the more natatamaan na bolts. So ibig sabihin, yung case natin dito, most probably, ito yung mag-govern. Okay? So, try natin. Example is kanina, di ba? Ang nag-govern is yung tatlo yung tinamaan ng failure pattern natin or failure route natin. Dito, that's 918. Tingnan nyo yung ating net area na hindi AN max. 3372. Dito, 3208. Di ba? The more na mas marami kayong matamaang holes or a bolt, the more na liliit yung inyong net area. Kasi technically, ganun talaga, di ba? Kasi isasubtract natin yung area ng hole, yung voids natin. So, ibig sabihin, kung tatlo, mas maliit yung net area natin. Bakit ba hinahanap natin yung pinakamaliit na net area? Kasi ang gusto naman natin makuha na RU is the smallest, which is, magta-translate din siya sa RN na ang gusto natin na RN is also the smallest. So, kung gusto natin ng smallest RN, we have to make use of the smallest AN. Kasi directly proportional lang naman silang lahat, di ba? So if that's the case, we can just assume that the failure will run through like this. Yung mag-govern na failure. So, ang mangyayari, yung AN natin will be the total width, that is 62.5 plus 87.5 times 300. Diyan pala sa problem. Okay, so net width times thickness tayo. Net width natin, that is 300. Magbawas lang tayo ng tatlong effective diameter, which is 23 mm. No? Not 21, but 21 plus 2. So that is 23. So tatlong 23 plus tayo ng S squared over 4G. Yung S squared over 4G natin, dalawa. Isa dito, isa dito. Pero parehas yung value nila. Kasi for this one, ang S niya is 50 at ang G niya is 87.5. For this one, yung S niya is 50 din at 87.5 din yung G niya. So, ang gagawin ko is S squared over 4 times 87.5. Doblehin ko na lang para mag-8-8. Magtawa kayo. I-check ko. Sino nagtawa? Sino nagtawa? Ayan, may nagtawa. Very good. Ayan. So, times thickness. So, ano yung thickness given sa problem? 67. 67 ang thickness? Ay, hindi. Dito pala makita. Properties daw ng section natin. Okay, anong gagamitin natin na thickness dito? Check natin yung properties, i-breakdown natin. A refers to the area, of course. D refers to the total depth, that is this one. Ito yung D. We have the thickness ng web. Okay, ano yung web? Yung web, kung meron kayong I-beam, mas madali kasi siyang i-ano. Ito yung web. Okay, itong nasa taas, ito yung flanges. Okay, which is the same case din, kung maging channel ba siya, maging T siya, ganun pa rin ang web at ganun pa rin yung channel. So, ibig sabihin, ang web natin dito is this one. At ang channel ang flanges natin is this one. So, ibig sabihin, ang thickness ng web natin is 17.8 and ito yung gagamitin natin if we are to solve for yielding ng net area. No? So, we have yung net width natin, multiply natin ang thickness ng web, that is 17.8. So, this is times 2, okay, times 17.8. So, this is 4366.086 millimeters squared. Okay, double check lang. So, this is now our net area. Okay. Do we have to check dun sa maximum net area natin? Hindi. Kasi hindi naman to plate. No? Channel naman to. So, safe na siya. Kung ano yung makuha natin na net area, that will be the net area na gagamitin natin. So, if that's the case, masasolve na natin si Rn natin. Which is FU-AE. Now, here's the thing. Si AE pala is wala pa tayong value ni AE. AE is equal to shear log factor multiplied by AN. Okay. Ngayon, si shear log factor is titingnan natin sa table kasi hindi na siya plate. So, if we are to go back sa shear log factor natin, ayan. Hindi siya magpo-fall kay case 1. Dito siya, pwede siya mag-fall kay case 2. Kasi all tension members yung pinag-uusapan natin, except plates and hollow structural steel, where tension load is transmitted to some but not all cross-sectional elements. Which is, ito yung case dito. Kasi transmitted siya to some, doon lang sa kanyang web, but not to all. Kasi hindi siya transmitted sa flanges. Meaning, gagamit tayo ng formula na U is equal to 1 minus barred X over L to check doon sa case 2. Now, this is another long story. Hindi pa yun yung focus natin ngayon. For the sake of this problem, I'll just give you a value of U. Now, let's just make use of U is equal to 0.85. Okay. So, this is given, ha? Okay. Saka na natin siya i-compute pag nandun na tayo sa shear log factor. Okay. For this one, let's just make use of U is equal to 0.85. So, ang AE natin will be 0.85 multiplied by our AN, that is 4366.086. So that is 3,711.173. Okay? So try to compute Rn and try to compute Ru using ASD pa rin. And I'll get back. Ano lang muna tayo? Short break lang muna tayo. Prayer break lang muna. We'll be back in a few minutes. So try nyo solve ang Rn and Ru. And paki-comment na lang sa chat box yung magiging sagot.